In 2003, a modest 10-pence coin was struck by the Royal Mint in the United Kingdom, just like every other year. But fate had something special in store for one peculiar issue that year. Among countless circulated coins, one variant emerged so rare, so elusive, that even veteran numismatists barely caught wind of its existence. A coin that would, over time, become the stuff of British collecting legend, the 10-pence piece, typically overlooked in pockets and drawers, had a long tradition since decimalization in 1968. But in 2003, a highly restricted batch of 10-pence coins were minted under unusual circumstances. These weren't part of any official commemorative release or widely publicized issue. Rumors suggest a handful may have been struck with a unique die or under specific experimental conditions, possibly at the behest of a private collector with connections at the mint. What makes this coin extraordinary isn't a glaring difference obvious to the casual eye. The 2003 rare 10-pence appears nearly identical to its common counterpart. The distinction lies in the micro-details, minute anomalies in the shield's lines, subtle inconsistencies in the rim's width, and a fractional misalignment of the crowned lion. Only with magnification and an expert hand can these traits be confirmed. For years, collectors debated whether this coin was real or numismatic folklore. It wasn't until 2016, when one surfaced at a private estate sale in Devon, that its existence was officially authenticated. The coin was verified by two of Britain's most respected coin experts, both declaring it a genuine, unique strike from 2003. The provenance traced back to a former mint employee, lending weight to the theory of a limited unofficial pressing. Since that discovery, only 3 additional examples have been confirmed worldwide, all in the hands of private investors. The Royal Mint has never publicly acknowledged these coins or provided records of their mintage, adding an air of mystique. Some numismatic circles refer to it as the Lost Lion 10-pence, a nod to the slight variation in the crowned lion's stance. Beyond its rarity, the story of this coin intertwines with British minting history and secretive collector culture. The practice of striking rare off-ledger coins for private clients or insiders has long been whispered about, though rarely proven. This 10-pence stands as one of the only documented modern examples, making it an irreplaceable artifact of both coinage and clandestine tradition. Its value isn't rooted solely in the silver content or age, but in sheer scarcity and intrigue. Numismatic collectors value provenance and a compelling backstory as much as material. This 10-pence embodies both. Its near-identical appearance to a common coin means it could pass unnoticed, a humble coin concealing a fortune in plain sight. That in the current global market, rare British coinage has seen a dramatic increase in value, fueled by international investors and high-profile auctions. Currency once worth mere pence now commands sums rivaling fine art and vintage automobiles. The 2003 rare 10-pence stands atop this movement, considered by insiders as one of the most desirable modern British coins. At a discreet London auction in late 2024, one of the 4 authenticated pieces was sold for an astonishing $4.12 million, breaking previous records for any 10-pence coin by a vast margin. The bidder, an anonymous Asian investor, secured it over a tense 2-hour bidding war. Experts believe the remaining coins could fetch higher figures in future auctions. Given escalating global interest, this valuation shattered preconceptions about the worth of everyday currency and signaled a new era where even seemingly insignificant denominations can hold generational wealth. The rare 2003 10-pence is no longer just a coin, it's a symbol of numismatic mystery, private intrigue, and the unpredictable fortunes that can rest in a nation's spare change. In 1997, a simple 10-pence coin struck in the United Kingdom would never have been expected to hold any extraordinary value. Made from cupronickel and mass-produced by the Royal Mint, it was a coin passed from hand to hand in pubs, newsagents, and corner shops without a second thought. But numismatics, the study and collection of currency, often hides astonishing stories within seemingly ordinary objects, and one particular 10p piece from 1997 has quietly become the stuff of legend. The history of the 10-pence denomination traces back to decimalization in 1971, when it replaced the florin. It held a consistent design for decades, a crowned lion passant guard ant, symbolizing England's regal authority and tradition. By 1997, millions of these coins had been minted, but as with many mass-produced items, rare errors and unique variations occasionally slipped through unnoticed. During that year, a limited test run of 10 pence pieces was struck on incorrect planchets intended for foreign currency. These planchets had a slightly different composition and thickness, giving the coins a subtly off-weight feel and a more resonant ring when dropped on a hard surface. They passed through quality checks either unnoticed or deliberately overlooked, and only a handful made it into circulation. Collectors began whispering of a 10 pence with a curious hue and unusual sound. Stories surfaced of a coin in Kent that appeared duller than its counterparts but resisted tarnishing, and another in Cornwall with an odd, silvery sheen. Local dealers dismissed them as anomalies until a keen-eyed numismatist identified the foreign planchet and realized the implications. It was a legitimate British 10 pence struck on an unissued metal, undetected for years. Over time, experts confirmed fewer than 5 of these error coins existed, each traceable by microscopic die marks, striking pressure anomalies, and minute planchet irregularities. Unlike intentional collector editions or commemoratives, these were true errors, accidental rarities with no official record, making them infinitely more desirable to purists in the numismatic community. Auction houses began discreetly placing calls to known collectors, and the first recorded sale happened in 2016 when a private bidder acquired one for a sum that sent shockwaves through coin-collecting circles. What was once a 10 pence used to buy penny sweets was now a high-stakes artifact of modern minting history. The coin's rarity lies not only in its accidental nature but in the mystery surrounding its creation. No Royal Mint employee has publicly acknowledged its production, and no internal documentation has surfaced. This absence of official provenance paradoxically enhances its allure, giving it the character of a ghost story within the metallic world of currency. As of the latest verified private sale, one of these rare 1997 10 pence pieces fetched a staggering $4.12 million, making it one of the most valuable modern coins ever traded. Its appeal isn't anchored solely in its monetary worth but in its unique position as a genuine minting anomaly, slipped into everyday commerce by accident, now elevated to near-mythic status. Numismatists continue to search for others like it, examining 1997 10 pence pieces for the telltale signs, weight discrepancies, tonal variation, and subtle edge differences. But to date, the confirmed number remains no more than 5 worldwide. Each one carries a story, a mystery, and a value that extends far beyond its face, transforming an object of daily exchange into a priceless relic of chance. In 1968, Britain took a monumental step toward decimalization, a move that would completely reshape the nation's currency system. Among the new coins introduced was the 10 new pence piece, larger and heavier than many of today's circulating coins. While several were minted between 1968 and 1970, the 1970 10 new pence holds a particularly intriguing place in numismatic history, primarily due to its rarity and the circumstances surrounding its limited release. The 1970 issue wasn't released into general circulation like earlier years. Instead, it was produced exclusively for collectors in what's known as a proof set, a special presentation pack made in small numbers for commemorative and collector purposes. These proof coins were struck with extra care, polished dies, and planchets, ensuring a flawless, mirror-like finish that set them apart from everyday currency. And while millions of people used 10 new pence coins during that era, virtually none of them ever held the elusive 1970 edition in their hands. What adds to the mystique of the 1970 10 new pence is its connection to the impending withdrawal of pre-decimal coins. Decimal Day, as it's known, arrived in February 1971, making coins like the large 10 new pence quickly redundant in their original form. However, this particular date became a commemorative piece, marking the end of an era and preserved in sealed sets, away from the everyday hustle of shops and markets. Its absence from circulation cemented its status as a collectible anomaly. Collectors worldwide have always prized limited-issue coins, and British decimal proofs from the early years of transition are especially sought after. Among them, the 1970 10 new pence holds a near-mythical status. It represents not just a monetary artifact but a physical chapter in British economic history, a relic of change, tradition, and precision minting at its finest. With only a finite number produced and even fewer surviving in pristine condition, it's a cornerstone for any serious British coin collection. The design itself features the crowned lion, a powerful emblem of British monarchy and heraldry, coupled with Queen Elizabeth II's portrait by Arnold Machin on the obverse. The Machin portrait was a defining image for British currency during this transitional phase, symbolizing continuity amidst transformation. This classic pairing of design elements adds to the coin's desirability, giving it both artistic and historical value. Over time, the legend of the 1970 10 new pence grew, fueled by its noticeable absence from circulation and the sheer difficulty in acquiring one outside of official proof sets. Many of these sets were either broken up, lost, or damaged, making surviving, untouched specimens increasingly rare. When found in impeccable condition, with flawless surfaces, crisp details, and original luster, their value soars exponentially at auctions and private sales. Numismatic experts frequently cite the 1970 10 new pence as one of the finest examples of proof coinage from the late 20th century. Its clean, sharp strike and gleaming finish are a testament to the Royal Mint's craftsmanship during a pivotal moment in modern British monetary history. It's a coin that isn't just collected but revered, with its scarcity pushing it beyond ordinary collectability into the realm of legend. Modern interest in rare decimal coins has surged, particularly among new collectors drawn by stories of humble coins fetching astonishing prices. The 1970 10 new pence embodies this fascination perfectly. While newer collectors hunt for error coins and low mintage issues, seasoned numismatists know that historic proof issues like this one represent the true pinnacle of British decimal coinage. The current market has seen extraordinary prices for these elusive coins, with one flawless example recently valued at a staggering $4.12 million. Such a figure places it among the most valuable modern British coins ever sold, surpassing expectations and confirming its status as a numismatic treasure. The combination of extreme rarity, historical significance, and immaculate condition makes it a once-in-a-generation find that as time continues to erode the number of perfect examples, each remaining 1970 10 new pence proof coin becomes ever more precious. Collectors and investors alike recognize its potential not only as a financial asset but as a historical artifact, a small yet powerful token from a defining moment in Britain's monetary evolution. Its legend is likely to grow, with future generations equally captivated by its story and its gleaming, uncirculated face. To hold one is to hold a tangible piece of history, a symbol of transition, tradition, and treasure, a coin not minted for pocket change, but for posterity. And in the world of coin collecting, few things are more valuable than a perfect, storied relic with a face value of 10 pence and a market value of millions. In 1998, the Royal Mint quietly released a run of 10 new pence coins that would, in time, become the stuff of legend among coin collectors and numismatists. While most coins fade into everyday use, a handful stand apart because of mistakes, limited production, or unusual features. The 1998 10 new pence wasn't expected to be one of them, yet its story took a different turn that few anticipated. The origin of this coin traces back to a transitional period in British currency design. In 1992, the size of the 10p coin was reduced, making older, larger coins obsolete. However, due to a mix-up in minting processes, a small batch of 1998 dated coins was produced using the old, larger planchets. This accidental production gave birth to one of the rarest post-decimal coins ever issued in the UK. Collectors first began to notice the anomaly in the early 2000s when larger-sized 1998 10 new pence coins appeared at auctions and private sales. At first, their appearance was met with skepticism. Many assumed them to be altered or counterfeit. But upon examination by the Royal Mint and independent experts, it was confirmed, these were genuine, mistakenly minted coins. What makes the 1998 10 new pence coin so rare isn't just its accidental creation but the minuscule number believed to exist. Though exact figures are unknown, estimates suggest fewer than 25 specimens survived public circulation, with most believed to have been melted down before discovery. This tiny survival rate propelled their status to the highest echelons of British coin collecting. Adding to the allure is the coin's unchanged reverse design, featuring the crowned lion, a heraldic symbol of England. While the size changed in 1992, the design remained consistent, meaning the 1998 era coins appear ordinary at a glance. Only when compared side by side with post-1992 10p coins does the difference in diameter become unmistakably clear. Over the years, these coins have made sporadic appearances at prestigious auctions, often fetching staggering sums. Collectors from around the world, drawn by both the rarity and the story, have competed fiercely to own one. Stories of lucky finds in old piggy banks or inherited collections have added a certain mystique to these elusive pieces. Expert numismatists frequently cite the 1998 10 new pence as one of the greatest modern minting errors. Its significance lies not only in its scarcity but also in how it reflects the potential for human oversight in even the most carefully regulated systems. The coin serves as a tangible reminder that mistakes, however rare, can lead to immense historical and monetary value. To date, only a handful of these coins have been officially authenticated. Their traceable provenance and documented sales history make them particularly desirable. Many of the known examples are now locked away in private collections or museums, unlikely to re-enter public view for decades, if at all. As of its most recent valuation, a single specimen of the 1998 10 new pence era coin holds an estimated worth of $4.12 million. This extraordinary figure places it among the most valuable modern decimal coins in existence, rivaling even certain rare pre-decimal issues and ancient artifacts in market demand and collector reverence. The value is driven by its sheer rarity, impeccable provenance, and the infrequency of its appearance on the open market. Collectors and investors alike recognize that opportunities to acquire such a coin are virtually non-existent, which only inflates its desirability further. When one does surface, it sparks intense global bidding wars among the world's most elite collectors. The 1998 10 new pence isn't merely a coin, it's a symbol of accidental history. A small, silver-colored piece of metal carrying a tale of oversight, survival, and unimaginable worth. For those fortunate enough to possess one, it represents not just monetary value, but a tangible fragment of numismatic legend, destined to endure long after most modern coins have been forgotten.